Hi CFM, this is Coach Matt with your workout for Thursday, the 27th of August. Today we're going to do our bench press volume 1 strength work, as well as an accessory and conditioning circuit that we're giving you a CYOA, choose your own adventure profile on, so that will allow you to either get a pretty good high intensity workout out of, or allow you to slow it down and focus on the detail of the movement. And again, I'm encouraging everyone to taper into the weekend. The stuff that we're doing from today on should be at a moderate intensity, such that you are feeling great on Saturday morning when the 5K comes around. If anybody's leaving for the weekend, make sure you let your coach know, and we can program your 5K to happen any day this week, really, that you want to from here on out, okay? All right, so let's start with the warm-up. We're gonna go 3 minutes of warm-up pace cardio, and then I want you to get 2 rounds of 4 minutes each on the 2 blocks here. The first block is gonna be a PVC pass-through, 8 reps, right? Make sure those elbows stay straight. We're getting a good stretch out of the shoulders when we do this. If you feel like you have to bend your elbow and do this, and you're not able to keep your elbows straight, that is not going to stretch the pecs out when you do it. So make sure whatever width you do, you're hitting that stretch on the chest and the shoulders and not bending the elbows to take away the stretch, okay? Then 8 kips and 8 reps of a warm-up bench press. The kips, as always, initiated from the shoulders. I'd like to keep your feet together, toes pointed, legs straight, as tight a body line as you can get on it. And then 8 reps of a warm-up bench press. So you could go progressively heavier on this one as you go through it. First round can be with the empty bar. Remember those 3 points of contact on your backside, right? Your heels, your butt, and your shoulders should all be touching the ground or the bench, right? And then I want you to take 2 minutes to get through 8 air squats, 8 grasshoppers on each side, right? So grasshopper is opposite knee to elbow, 1 rep on each side. And then finish with 8 reps of a Samson lunge. Oops, sorry, my microphone. Samson lunge, pressing those palms to the sky with the fingers interlaced. 8 reps on each side of that, all right? Finish that, get into the bench press rep work. This is 65% for 8 reps, 3 sets at 70, and then 1 set at 75%. The last set at 75% should be like, I almost can't get rep number 8, or maybe I need a spot to get it. All right, and that's how we know we're at that range of the progression towards your 1 rep max. The push-pull and calorie work on the accessory at the finish is gonna start with a 15-second eccentric lever, right? So the lever is a movement that we do on the rings, where we are going through similar to the skin the cat, right? Where I want to start up with my body vertical, like upside down, and I'm going to slowly lever myself down until my feet hit the floor. So there's a lot of different variations on this one, and you can either choose 3 slow eccentrics or a 15-second hold if you can do that, right? So what I would do for this is I would start hanging beneath the bar and try to get myself to this vertical position, right, where I'm just hanging underneath it, and then slowly lower myself down until my feet hit the floor. And that would be 1. And then get back up, slowly lower myself down, and that would be 2. And where you should feel this is all along the backside of your arm and all the way down the outside of your body. This is your lats, and this is one of the muscles that's gonna really help get you your pull-up, or progress you from pull-up to chest-to-bar pull-up, chest-to-bar pull-up to muscle-up, okay? Now the full version of the lever is obviously with my legs straight, and I'm slowly lowering myself down with a straight body, trying to hold as tight as I can to that position. And that's the level. You get whatever level you can get on that. This is a great one to do with a partner. Someone can spot and hold your back and slowly lower you down, or hold you, help to support you in the position that is the most challenging for you. And that is a great way to build strength in those positions when you're not able to do the full movement yet, okay? All right, next we're gonna go into 8 reps, the band, row, and rotate. So this is just a shoulder and a rotator cuff exercise. So think about pulling elbows straight, rotating up, rotating down, and then extend. Row, rotate, and back, row, rotate, and back. And keys on that one are, as you pull your elbow towards your body, you want your arms to be flat, so 90 degrees underneath between your elbow and your body. And then as you rotate up, you also want 90 degrees. So I want 90 degrees from my forearm to my upper arm, right? So some of the faults I see on this are people pulling in tight, elbows pointed at the ground, or like a bicep curl. This takes the rotator cuff out of the equation. In order to keep the rotator cuff engaged, we have to push the hands away, and we have to keep the elbows away from the body, right? So that's a detail point that I want everyone to make sure they're getting on that banded row and rotate. Next one is gonna be the psoas march. So this one you're gonna be laying on the ground on your back, and can you see me? No, let me move out a little bit. So my hips off the ground, I'm just pulling my knee to my chest, touching the ground, knee to my chest, touch the ground. Every time my knees touch the ground, I'm squeezing my butt to make sure my hips stay straight in line with the other knee, right? And we're gonna do 16 steps total, right? Or 8 reps on each side. Oops. No, I take that back. 10 reps on each side. All right, next one is a Pendlay row. For the Pendlay row, we're doing a bent over barbell row, but I want you to make the extra effort to get down to the bottom of the deadlift position at every rep bottom, okay? So my back is straight, my arms are straight right here. If I had the full-size weights on the bar, those would be touching the ground. I'm gonna row and touch my chest, and then as I reach back to the ground, the weights tap the ground, right? So I'm making sure not to be standing up and doing kind of a half upright row. I want to be completely bent over, shoulders just slightly higher than the hips, and tapping the ground with those weights every single time, okay? Next is 8 band good mornings. So you'll have your band around the neck, standing on top of it, hinging at the hip. I can create a little bit of extra tension with my hands, holding it on there like that, all right? And that is it. And then finish with 8 ab mat sit-ups. And that will be it for a day. And again, you guys moderate the pace, moderate the intensity of those, or the gaps between those workouts to increase the level of conditioning that you get, or slow it down if you feel like, hey, I'm gonna take the taper seriously. I'm just gonna kind of smoothly go through these exercises, use them for the rehabilitative purpose of them, and that would be a great effect for today. All right, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great one.